Regarding the issue of music, the first thing that we hear from some of these imams is that music's everywhere. How are you supposed to live in America if you're going to be walking on the mall with ear clogs and, music is, you're at the dental office and, music's everywhere. So to be a good Muslim, do I got to put corks in my ear? Well, the fact of the matter is haram is everywhere. I mean, people that are not dressed appropriately are everywhere. Like if you go drive down the freeway, you're going to see a billboard and it's going to have a woman in not proper clothing or a man in them Speedos or whatever. And it's true, like people not being dressed properly are everywhere. Music is everywhere. But that doesn't make it halal. I mean, be clear. Alcohol is everywhere, right? You go to work, sometimes people are drinking. You go to a park, people are drinking. That doesn't make it halal. Now, the difference is, what are you engaging in? If you're driving and there's a billboard, you'll see it. Obviously, you're driving. You're not going to close your eyes and drive to be a good Muslim and crash your car. But you're not staring at it. That's not what you're doing. You see, you keep going your path.
Peace, brothers and sisters. Hope you're doing well. So, as we saw Uthman ibn Farooq saying that, like some scholars say that music is everywhere, and so we should be putting clogs in our ears. And he's trying to say that, if there's alcohol everywhere, you don't drink. And if there's like semi naked women around, then you don't look at them. Yes, I agree, you do that. But let's talk about our senses. So basically, we have the sense of seeing, smelling, hearing, tasting, and touching. In these five senses, well, three of them, we can literally change the direction. We have the power to do that. Like, for example, there is a woman standing and I have a desire to touch. So that is something I can control. Now, there's something to look at. That I can control as well. I can look the other way. Similarly, there's alcohol or whatever, something wrong, and I can choose not to drink. But when it comes to listening and when it comes to smelling, they are literally connected to organs which do not require our permission. They just work. Like, for example, you can't shut your nose, you require that to breathe. So, if there is a bad smell in the air or there's poisonous gas, you have to evacuate the building. It's not that you can just avoid it. Similarly, when you're listening to things, now I understand there's two things, that hearing and listening are two different things done by the same organ, but both results are different. Like when you hear something, you just heard something, just like you go on walking on the road, you hear the ambient sounds of the car, of people talking, of birds chirping, of whatever, all the ambient environmental sounds, they are there and you are just hearing them. But if there are two people talking and you try to pay attention, you will be listening to them, and that will give you a different result. But both are done with the same organ. So, if there's music everywhere, and if you listen to some music, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. The Quran doesn't talk about music, the Quran doesn't even name music in it. The Quran does not specify musiqi. Well, all I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to paint a picture that these two organs literally are beyond our control. We don't have that extra control on them, just like how we can look the other way or not touch that or not put that in my mouth or taste it. Hearing and smelling, they both are connected. They both are, these two senses are the senses that we do not have the ability to control in that way. And just think about it. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted us to not listen to music, why didn't He specify it in His book? And obviously, Allah knows everything. Allah knew that this time is going to come. Music will be everywhere. He should have given us a button for the hearing as well. But He did not. I hope I've made my point clear. And I hope people get something good out of this. Thank you very much.